back to another episode of Dead Left Palmios. Whoa! So I went ahead and bought the Rocks Terramana Tequila guy, and let me tell you, this thing is real smooth. Of course, I'm at work right now, so I'm not drinking it right now. But let me tell you, brother, I was trying to buy Ryan Reynolds, the Deadpool guy. I was trying to buy his Aviation, but this is the only thing that I could find. I couldn't find any of. I guess it was all sold out and everything. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try that there Terramana, that there Dwayne the Rock Johnson boy. You know, everybody says that he's really tall, like 6'3" or something like that. I don't believe it. I think he's about 5'8", and they just go ahead, prop him up before they go ahead, put him in front of the camera. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I guess Dwayne the Rock Johnson is kind of my competition. Okay, and this is the second thing that I've ever bought on, like, you know, like an entertainer's. Like, I did buy Christian Bumstead's like pre-workout. I bought him today, and like, honestly, it was very disappointing. But this stuff right here, this is the real deal. It's nice and smooth. It's really good. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but this stuff right here is real good. And I'll be over here. I'll be fixing up my goddamn truck house because I'm doing me some godforsaken truck life. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this guy down. It's my mini fridge. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it and take this here logo off. Yeah, I went ahead and used me some quick color. Honestly, this stuff's really cheap, but you know, you pay for what you get. And this stuff, this quick color, it's not really good. It'll get you by, but it's just this one, it works right now. But I do got me something that got me really excited. It's goddamn 2X Ultra Cover paint and primer. So if we look on my camper shell right here, it's not as, I used the color paint, or the cheaper one, on this thing, and like, it wasn't as good as I wanted it. I can still kind of see through, and like, it doesn't really matter, because like, even if like somebody comes up with like a flashlight or something like that, it's like you can't really see through it. But it's like, I do want to feel as safe as I possibly can, so I'm gonna go over this black on the glass with this, and this stuff is like really nice and thick, like Nicki Minaj. Oh, I also got me some gold. Oh yeah, dude. I feel like it needs like a little something. Oh yeah, dude. That's some damn Paul Frazier shit right there, buddy. Back seat of my truck is fully in shambles, bro. You know, there's a huge problem with the top of my truck is that there's not a huge solar panel on it. So as I'm sleeping in the back of my truck, I do want to have my back windows down without anybody coming in. And like, you know, obviously this stuff is like normally for like keeping flies and bugs out, but I just want to be able to install this right here so I can still put my window up and down. But you know, instead of keeping flies out, it's going to go ahead and keep the goddamn bums out. How many people be freaking, what kind of goddamn people be at work freaking increasing the damn value, building their damn truck house, man? We out here. I had to buy me a big old chainsaw thing. Of course it ain't done yet, but bro, I'm freaking happy with that, bro. This freaking stuff, I've been gluing it up on it, man. I've been gluing it up on it, and it's still a little bit loose. But we getting there, man. I'm real happy with that guy. You know, it was crazy. Before I came to work today, it was like this semi truck driver, and like, he literally parks like way, like all the way in front of me. And then like, he like walks over and he like goes over to my truck, and he was just like, oh, is that a 6-inch lift? And like, you know, like the thing was like, I was already trying to like start to like build my truck before I came to work. I knew that I had time at work, but like, I need like a lot of time to like, you know, build like what I'm building. The point is, like, I was busy, bro, and just like, you know, it was like, and he literally crouched down. He's like looking at my shocks. He's like, you know, like looking at the shocks of my truck and everything like that. And I'm just like, who is this man? Like I get it. It's a badass truck. It's just like, it's not a fucking Maserati. It's not a Bugatti. It's not a Lamborghini. It's just like, but I tried. The main thing I was trying to be like as nice as possible. I tried to remain like as nice as possible to him. And like the thing was like I forgot to buy something else inside of Walmart. And then he was just, like, I locked the truck, and now I was just like, you go ahead, take a look at it if you want. And then like I left, and then like, by the time I came back, he was still parked in front of my truck. But like he had like, went into his truck and like fell asleep or like whatever. Look at that. On this side, it's just real nice. It's real good, brother. This side's a little bit loose. It's a little bit loosey-goosey, but it is all the way. It's all the way perfect. And it's just like, of course, if somebody tries to break in, I'm right there. So it's just like everything's okay. I actually took these screws from the guard shack over there or something. I bought these little things, but they weren't working. I couldn't get them in, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Paul, when you're barreling down the freeway at 80 miles per hour, isn't all the air gonna go up underneath the solar panel and rip it off? Now I'm gonna go ahead and build me a nice little ramp. There is no way that this is freaking goddamn following freaking OSHA's orders. That does fucking look dope, my guy. That is freaking crazy. Honestly, I can't believe like car manufacturers hasn't like built that, especially for like camping vehicles, because I think that going towards in the future, a lot of like more vehicles are going to be suited to like live in, and that is just, I mean, like that is that is not too shabby. Green and gold, I would say that is pretty tacky. I didn't even notice how dirty my panel is. Look at that, and then look at those. Look at that. And then look at those. Still have like 2 more coats on this thing. This is like the electrical cord that goes inside, that like goes down over there, that attaches to the solar panel, and I spray painted that black. I still have like 2 more coats to go, but then also I'm gonna spray paint this orange. Oh, why I did that? Because it was orange, but I'm gonna spray paint this thing orange too, just to make sure that it remains incognito as possible. And before I do, it's just like, Paul, that's a freaking $600 solar panel. That thing might look a little bit important maybe, but this little thing, that dot, can you see where the shadow is in the dot? It's just, to see like, where the sun is, of like, when the dot is like straight down, that's when you're getting like optimal electricity. Oh, that looks freaking good, my guy. It looks brand new. That was so easy. I just wiped it down with a moist towelette, and then I also did a dry one after, and that looks like it's like dry right now, but it looks nice and glossy, and it's just ready to go. Got a nice real sharp blade on it. I think I'm just gonna throw some duct tape on it, because I really could get away with throwing this away. I don't really need this $8 freaking from Walmart saw thing anymore, but like I did design it, and bro, I fucking told you, bro. Fucking artist, bro. Ow. 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 Oh, another famous person who I saw like when I was like on my old job, when I was working in the filming industry. I was like a security guard for like a filming industry and everything like that. Allegedly, I saw Tom Holland, but he was like with a manager, and like, Tom Holland was like inside of like a white Tesla, and they came up to me like, they had to like open the gate, and like, obviously you need verification, you need like the thing, and they had the thing, like, I had to open the gate, and like, like looking at it was weird, because like, the manager guy, he was like escorting this guy in all by themselves, by this like crowd of people. There was like 100 people, and like we did know that Tom Holland was there. It wasn't for any Marvel things, it was like some other movie, I forget like which one it was. And I remember like whoever was in the car, they did give me a look, like they were like looking at me, like it was a weird look of like almost like fear, of like like because they were just all alone, allegedly, if it was. And then, like, you know, I opened the gate, they drove in, and they realized it was the wrong place. So then they had to drive out while the other guy was walking with the car. And then I had to close the gate. And one of the guards came up to me, and he was like, "Oh, you got to see him. You got to see him." And I was just like, "Who?" And he was like, "Spider-Man. You got to see Spider-Man." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "That was him." He was like, "That's the guy." And, like, he didn't know the name of Spider-Man, but it was Tom Holland. But allegedly, because, like, you know, I didn't, like, I was trying to do my job. Like, you know, I wasn't, like, really, there was hundreds of people around and everything like that. But allegedly, I saw Tom Holland too. I remember I have, like, white paint from, like, a long ass time ago. And I took all that tape off. And I'm trying to, you know, also remember I'm trying to remain incognito as possible. So let's go ahead and paint those black pieces of tape white. Look at that, it came out all freaking chunky. It came out all chunky. Like when you don't nut for a week and you're just like. Also, I also really like that I don't like this truck as much as my last one. I don't have to, like, be as perfect with it. Like, you know, just freaking just chill about it. If you're also wondering why my work looks different than the normal place that I'm normally at, it's because my supervisor said, come over to this lot, and he said you can come over to this lot to take a break, because, like, you know, I always do the exit scale. And at first I was like, you know, like, I really don't need a break, bro. But he's such a good supervisor and such a good leader that I'm like, maybe I need a break and I can't see it or something. So I use this opportunity to come over here to where I'm just completely alone to enhance my living situation. Because once this is solid, things are gonna look real good, brother. Yeah, this is my little humble abode. I literally spent like 5 minutes in because, you know, I was like working the whole damn shift.